Hi there. Before we begin today's episode, here's a gentle reminder for you to send in your recommendation for this Thursday's Unwind segment. The theme is comfort food at your favorite spot in the city. You can send us your recommendation on WhatsApp as a voice note or as a text message, whatever you find comfortable. The number is 89711 I'll repeat that again. It is 89711 Looking forward to hearing from you. And now, on to today's episode. Last month, a Twitter post by a Bangalore based IT professional about getting a laptop delivered from Flipkart went viral on social media. The reason? Flipkart's quick delivery arm called Minutes, that went live only in select cities, had delivered it to him at a Starbucks cafe in 13 minutes. But Minutes is Flipkart's third attempt at quick delivery. Maybe it will get third time lucky? We will know soon because the real test is actually around the corner. At the end of this month, Flipkart's famous Big Billion Days sale will go live. Now, during the sale, daily order volumes usually go up by nearly 140%, which makes delivery delays unavoidable. Flipkart's delivery partners, who work with its logistics and supply chain arm called Ekart Logistics, are stretched thin during this period. And now it is going to get even more challenging because Flipkart is going to use the same delivery personnel for Minutes. Not only is Ekart going to help Flipkart with quick delivery, it is also supposed to be helping it manage its dark stores. So, will Flipkart finally be able to strike the right balance between its e-commerce and quick commerce business? Welcome to Daybreak, a business podcast from the Ken. I'm your host Nigdha Sharma, and I don't chase the news cycle. Instead, every day of the week, my colleague Rahel Philippos and I will come to you with one business story that is worth understanding and worth your time. Today is Monday, the 17th of September. Let's begin by looking at Flipkart's past attempts at quick delivery. During the Big Billion Day sale of 2023, Flipkart actually had to pause its grocery operations through its platform Supermart for 2 to 3 days. And that is because it had to make a choice. The choice was to divert manpower and supply chain assets to fulfill deliveries of consumer electronics. This happens to be a high revenue category for Flipkart during the sale period. A former grocery executive told my colleague Nuha Burbre how eventually it had to shut down the business that it had been running for 5 years. The problem is even more pressing now, given that creating a practical, hyperlocal platform has been a 6-year-long unfulfilled dream for the company that has pioneered e-commerce in India. The company's second failure was Flipkart Quick, which was a hyper-local delivery service launched in July 2020. It had a 45 to 90 minutes delivery promise. But with Swiggy Instamart, Zomato's Blinkit and Zepto playing the 10-minute delivery game, this just wasn't good enough. Despite its best attempts to fix the hyperlocal delivery question, the closest Flipkart Quick could get was 30 minutes. So it began shutting down by November 2022. Plus, initially, Flipkart's parent Walmart didn't really trust the hyperlocal business, so no investments came from it then. And then in April, Flipkart tried to pull off a shortcut and began exploring the option of acquiring a majority stake in Zepto. This too did not see the light of day. This time though, if Flipkart manages to pull off the 10-minute delivery, the quick commerce market is up for a shakeup. Because, like a minute store manager told the Ken, after all, Flipkart has everything: the customer base, the seller base, and the categories. This time, Flipkart's delivery strategy for minutes also happens to be quite different from its peers. But there is a slight problem. Stay tuned to find out. Instead of a separate platform, Flipkart has added minutes to its own app and is using labels like Express, the same day service, or one day delivery. It is doing so even in locations where minutes is not live yet, all to attract more consumers. The Minutes tab allows users to access products from 7,000 to 10,000 stock keeping units under categories like grocery, household essentials, electronics, and beauty and personal care. Now, usually, all quick commerce players stock up their dark stores by getting products from larger warehouses managed by third party logistics players like delivery. In Flipkart's case, products are shipped from large warehouses dotted along the city's outskirts to its fulfillment centers within the city. That's also why its earlier hyperlocal avatar, Quick, which worked with third party delivery partner Shadowfax as an external partner, could hardly reduce the delivery time to 30 minutes. But now, Flipkart moves products from these fulfillment centers within the city to dark stores for quicker delivery in areas where minutes is live. But here is where things get a bit tricky. Two managers within minutes told us that half of the quick commerce vertical is made up of e-cart executives, including first mile and fulfillment center operators. eCart's first and middle mile management attends to both Flipkart's and Minutes. And for the last mile delivery, it's working on creating a separate team for Minutes with external riders. This is similar to how Zepto partners with third party logistics companies like Shadowfax, apart from having its own dedicated fleet. But until that happens, Minutes will continue to use eCart's logistics team as a stopgap. Now, this is in contrast to other quick commerce companies like Blinkit and Instamart, which have separate fleets dedicated to 10-minute deliveries. A Flipkart executive told the Ken that what it needs right now is for its leaders to rethink almost the entire business. Even Zomato and Blinkit do not share delivery fleets for their respective food and quick commerce orders. In comparison, Swiggy and Instamart do share their fleet, but their use cases are different. Quick commerce and food delivery are not very different from each other. So, what is Flipkart doing about all this? It is using the only option it has. An eCart executive told us. Flipkart has basically expanded its fulfillment center capabilities to store even items like frozen food and groceries. Here, the fast moving inventory is managed based on AI generated data from the large volume of orders that Flipkart gets. eCart's employees have to look after the supply chain for minutes. But the problem is that eCart was traditionally built to support Flipkart's 2-day delivery system, which makes investing in a 10-minute system pretty challenging. Another senior Flipkart executive said that its structure is too rigid, and that is what has made large bureaucratic organizations like Amazon and Flipkart late to the quick commerce party. Nevertheless, Flipkart is expanding minutes in phases, starting with dark stores in 3 cities. Mumbai already has 9 of them, Bangalore has 17, and Delhi 14. And that is how electronics, one of the top selling categories on Flipkart, could become the most crucial segment for minutes. A Flipkart's minutes manager explained it to us. They said, and I'm quoting, "What do people think of when they open Flipkart? It is electronics. If we can deliver them in 10 minutes, we can build a platform to rival other players in other categories too." But here is the issue with that. Electronics alone cannot set the platform apart. People buy groceries way more than they buy phones. So, if you buy groceries from a platform, you have more stickiness towards that platform and you shop more, which means that the platform's chance to sell you more products is higher. So, to really break into the quick commerce game, Flipkart will have to nail grocery sales. The challenge here is to build a recall among consumers in metro and tier 1 cities where Flipkart is traditionally seen as a consumer electronics company and not as a grocery or food delivery company.
Daybreak is produced from the newsroom of The Ken, India's first subscriber-focused business news platform. What you're listening to is just a small sample of our subscriber-only offerings. A full subscription unlocks daily long-form feature stories, newsletters, and podcast extras. To subscribe, head to theken.com and click on the red subscribe button on the top of the Ken website. Today's episode was hosted by Snigdha Sharma and edited by Rajiv CN.